Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiffany for those of you who are new, so welcome. Today I want to do a tutorial and like a first impressions kind of mini review at the end of the Natasha Denona Tropic palette. I know I'm kind of late to the game with this, but I have been going back and forth whether I was going to pick this palette up or not, and then finally over the weekend, during the week this week, after work one day, we went up to the Indy area and went to Sephora and we picked up this palette. Since Chris knew I've been like really wanting it. I love the color schemes and I love Natasha Denona shadows, like all the ones that I've tried so far. So yeah, if you want to see how I created this look and my first impressions and kind of little review on this palette, then just keep watching. Alright, I did go ahead and set my eyes using my Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer. So first I'm going to dip in with my Wayne Goss number 18 brush, and I'm going to dip into the shade Pastel Melon. I'm just putting this in my crease. Alright, next I'm going to dip into the shade Vintage Taupe using my same brush. So next I'm going to use the same brush again. I'm going to dip into the pink shade called Nudist. And put this in my crease as well. Okay, I think I want to go in with Mint Frost all over my lid space. So I've seen a couple videos, people have said that you need to wet a brush to be able to pick it up. Others have said use glitter glue. So I think I'm going to try wetting my brush first, and then if that doesn't work, I will try the glitter glue. I've seen people, though, have had issues with it sealing over, and I really don't want to use my fingers since now I have fake nails. I think this one's gonna need a glitter glue. It's wet and it's working, but I think it just might take a little bit longer, but. Alright, I think it went on pretty good with just like a wet little cheapy Tarte brush, to be honest. These are like the brushes you get for free when you check out like all the time. My hair looks so crazy. I woke up like this, so. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this eye because I kind of want to see like how it's gonna turn out. Next, I'm going to go in with my Wayne Goss number 19 brush. I'm gonna dip into the shade Peach Puff and put this in the outer corner. I'm also gonna dip in with my Wayne Goss number 17 brush into the shade Cocoa just a little bit. Looks like I need a little bit of brown. Alright, now to make sure I didn't lose any of that blue, I'm gonna go back in with Mint Frost. I think it's really pretty. I definitely probably could have did a cut crease that's more like out there, but I just wasn't feeling it today. Next, I'm going to put on my NYX Matte Liquid Liner. Add some mascara. Alright, so now that the rest of my makeup is done, I'm going to go ahead and just finish up my lower lash line. So I'm going to take my Wayne Goss number 20 brush and I'm going to dip into the shade Pastel Melon first and just sweep this under my lower lash line. Alright, and then next I'm going to dip into Vintage Taupe with the same brush. And then next I'm just going to take like a definer brush and dip into Peach Puff and stamp this right against my lash line and everything. I'm gonna go back in with that Wayne Goss number 20 and just blend out. I'm gonna put on some black eyeliner down there. It's my Marc Jacobs highlighter. I use this every single time. And then I just like to make sure that my lash band is concealed really well. So I'm gonna take my NYX liner, and it seemed pretty good. I just touched up just a little bit. Since I do have to go to work, I'm just throwing on this since I do have to go to work, I'm just gonna throw on this Becca Cosmetics. It's their Lush Lip Color Bomb in the shade Cafe Au Lait. They just have like a hint of color and they're really comfortable to wear on the lips. Alright, so that is it for the tutorial part. I'm gonna go ahead and just give you guys like a baby review of this palette. So obviously I have not been able to use all of the colors yet, so I can't really say like if I totally recommend it or not, but so far I do really like it. I did use like all mattes and then that one Mint Frost shimmer. I just think this palette is stunning. Like, for one, I love the color of the packaging, and I love how the names are actually like below the shadows instead of using that sheet. Because whenever I did the tutorial with the Sunset palette, it's a pain in the butt to like flip back and forth, so you kind of have to point, but now it's nice because you can literally just look and see like from your own palette if you're following along. So I think that is kind of nice. But yeah, you can see all the shades that I used. I used the Pastel Malin, Cocoa, Vintage Taupe, Nudist, Peach Puff, and then Mint Frost. I have seen that a lot of people have had issues with Laguna, Exotic, and Tiger Lily. But so far the mattes are like amazing in this palette. I really like them. I didn't really have issues with Mint Frost. Like I said, I did wet it, and then I used like a synthetic like cheapy brush. So I mean, you definitely have to build it up, but I think it came out like really nicely. I think even with glitter glue, that would be great as well. I watched a couple other videos where people said like if you use glitter glue or primer, which I always do, that these two shades would perform amazing as well. So yeah. I know Limoncello, people have said that it's like not as pigmented and everything. I don't want to do swatches because swatches can be deceiving. The shadows can perform differently on the eyes. What I really want to do though is do a couple more tutorials or just looks in general. I don't know if I'm going to do like a bunch of tutorials on this palette, but I definitely want to do a tutorial that Natasha Denona did on her Instagram where she used Exotic and Tiger Lily and it's like super bold. I really want to do that on my channel just to see if I can have the same outcome that she did because it looked beautiful. And I also want to do a look with Xena, like really bad. So maybe I'll do like 2 more tutorials and then I'll for sure post other looks on like Instagram and everything. But this palette is just like my dream palette. Like the color scheme is perfect. It has these blues and the purple, and then you also have like your neutrals if you want to create something more wearable. And I think it's just like a perfect color scheme for me. And you also have these little holes back here, so if you want to depot it or like change the order of the shadows in here, which I don't know why you want to do that because it has the names already in here, but you do have the option to do that. I know, pretty sure I saw where Natasha Denona said like the way she has this set up is that you can create looks like vertically, which I think is really cool. And I guess I kind of did with this one. I just added some other colors as well. But overall I do like it. It is really pricey. I mean, it's $129. I think this palette was limited edition, so that is one of the reasons I picked it up. I've been toying with the idea of getting it for so long, but I've seen more positive than negative reviews, and I think if you're someone who collects makeup and you're a fan of Natasha Denona in general, I think you probably won't be very disappointed, especially if you're someone who is just used to wetting like all of your shadows. I mean, you shouldn't have to. This costs $129, but I'm just like in that habit already, so it doesn't bother me personally. But yeah. So that is it for this tutorial and little mini review. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I guess it's not really a video, it's kind of my first impressions. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and like mini first impressions slash review. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and be sure and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when I post a new video. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys!